Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Mario here once again. It's me, Mario, and I'm from the likes of the Muxy Toys videos. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Let's Play of Kirby Mouse Attack, aka Kirby Squeak Squad for North America from the Nintendo DS. So last time we actually did tackle by the forms of World 6 known as Ice Island, and able to actually just demolish every single part of the forms of Daruge. And next thing after that is the fact that as soon as we're able to actually deal with the forms of Daruge, how the fact the matter is though is the fact that Mennonites did manage to get the big treasure chest after all, and he got away with it. So even then, as a result, ever since then I've managed to able to like, you know how the fact that we've already collected ourselves 5 star seals from that specific points noticing? How the fact the matter is though, again, it's mandatory in order to actually finish the main game, because if you miss out one of them, then you have to backtrack for previous levels until you're able to get one of those star seals, because even then, that, you know, you would able to actually access to the 7th world. So even then though, speaking of which, in this episode right here, is the fact that we're going to be hit off to World 7, which is the forms of Secret Sea. It's kind of weird to actually have a tropical theme world like this almost at the very end of the game, somewhat similar to how it does it in Orange Ocean from both Kirby's Adventure and stuff like that, and even Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, and especially with Kirby and the Amazing Mirror in the forms of well, Olive Ocean, but in forms of Area 6. So Area 7, or in this case, World 7, is going to be a little bit more later than that for this game. So even I know that seems kind of odd though. But anyway, as far as this world supplies, it feels more likely a combination of both Orange Ocean and the forms of Olive Ocean between, you know, these Kirby games, as far as I've mentioned this before. But except the fact the matter is though, is the fact that, as far as the game's difficulty progresses, it gets a little bit difficult though. Well, I still found this to be really easy at some points, but even then though, it wasn't until when we actually get into the next world after this, which I'm probably not gonna talk anything about it, so even then though, that, yeah. Alright, so here's the first treasure chest in this level right here, and we need to swim up until we're able to obtain one, so very easy to grab. So even then though, that you just have to pay attention with the forms of that water current right there. So just for this banana, oh no, oh I missed it on the maximum tomato, oh well, whatever. But at least the game itself is ridiculously easy compared to any other Kirby game, so I don't have to worry about the actual constants of the actual enemies themselves. Well though, there are going to be some plenty of times though I might as well able to get myself trial and error moments, which thankfully though I don't have many trial and error moments ever since enjoying the likes of in World 2 boss fight in the forms of Mrs. Molly. So even though that makes it a little bit obvious there. So second treasure chest, there needs to be required bomb to do it, because you need to able to toss the bomb onto the spikes, and that way we should able to actually demolish the bomb block, and that way we can able to get the second treasure chest. And the third and final treasure chest is already being caught in by the forms of the actual stereo mouse. So even though we need to make our way there fast before he just gets into the actual mouse hole. So even though let's go ahead and obtain that and get the heck out of here. So yeah, today was actually forms of the 24th of July, so that means today that Mega Man X Legacy Collections 1 and 2 for multitude of platforms has just recently released today. So even then though, that I'm really looking forward to see how this world plays out. So anyways, we got ourselves the white Kirby spray paint, and also we got ourselves another ability scroll, and also by the forms of the musical sheet there. So yeah, everything else will be doubly checked for every once in a while, so yeah. Seems more accurately though, oh this is really cool, we actually killed every single part of the family of Waddle Dees. That's pretty amusing. Anyways though, yeah, the first treasure chest in this level though is the fact that we need to get used to with this wind currents right there, which even then though, it just blows you in certain directions. Like, you have to purposely try and able to make your way to the forms of the actual better strategy. In fact, I've always seem to actually get so close to able to actually get that treasure chest from here. But because of that though, if you're not exactly at the right angle enough when it comes to jumps and all that stuff, then next thing you notice is the fact that you would able to actually not obtain the treasure every once in a while. So yeah, that's what I can really say about it for the most part. So anyways though, let's go ahead and just get to the next room, or this next section. So I think I should probably stuck with fire for now on though, just because of the actual purposes of this matter though, how we can simply just able to actually just proceed to the actual fastest method as possible with that section right there. You can't normally do this with wheel though, but I'm probably not gonna able to actually just do that for several reasons, most likely, because even then, it's not my kind of thing. But even then, though, let's go ahead and deal up with this mysterious bubble-looking mini-boss fight. In fact, this might be the final time we're going to be seeing this mini-boss fight, because even then, afterwards, then we're pretty much done with this guy for now, because I think you'd always seen any forms of any other levels worth mentioning, though, but never saw a live from again, which even then, though, that seems kind of strange. But anyway. Alright, so I need to get ourselves the spare fire copy ability in case if I lose one, then I can able to actually get myself the next treasure chest right there. But here's the thing, I need to get rid of my, oh actually I might as well able to combine those two powers into one, so that way I can get myself a little bit of an extra storage for the actual treasures themselves. So even then though, speaking of which, I'm also able to get rid of one of my wheels from now on though, because there's no need to be able to use that until the final world of the game, which I'm sure maybe you know what I'm talking about here. But anyways, we got a big treasure chest, and whatever. Because even then, I've already, got my health restored completely, though, so no matter though, but even then, I might as well take it either way. So we got ourselves the sapphire spray paint, and also by the forms of the next jigsaw puzzle piece, and also the next of those ghost medals that we've got. So, yeah. We actually on the, I'm doing the third, quarter way done with the forms of getting treasures, as a matter of fact, because after that, well, assuming if we actually collect, like, 13 more, then we would able to actually just, get ourselves job and done. So, yeah, that's all I can really think about it, so, anyways. Alright, let's get some more health there, and, hopefully I might as well get my fire with me, because we need to use fire in the first place because of this first treasure chest here. So, but again, that in order to actually get rid of those clouds, is by simply we can either just use the flammable dash or anything like that, or the you know, the flame dash and all that stuff, or just simply just able to actually use the flamethrower, which, you know, you can use two different movesets where you want to perform through. So, you know, for the most part, this level's not that long or not that difficult either. So, yeah, it's very simple. But we had to make our way all the way down to the actual deep water while just trying to get to the big treasure chest before Spinny gets it. So even then though, that we're hopefully trying to whatever. I don't care if I get hit though, because even then though that, well, at least those blimpers fishes always gives me some time. It always gives me a hard time though, especially noticeable in comparison to the likes of how it does it in Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Oh, I messed that one up. Oh well, I guess 14 1-ups is gonna be okay, or even average as a result for this matter, so not bad. Another jigsaw puzzle piece, another musical sheet, and also we got ourselves another copy ability scroll, so yeah, not bad. Not bad for this little stimulating parts, so hopefully we're able to actually come across into, you know, another set of movesets between those copy abilities in mind, so 101 treasures that we've got. Seriously, I keep on saying 101 number because I keep on referencing 101 Dalmatians every single time whenever I manage to spot it for that number. So anyways, because you know, that's exactly what we always constantly saying that in the forms of the majority of the Let's Play's sake. But even then, no, that's as far as I usually just trying to say about this for the most part though. So anyways though. Alright, so let's get this sword out of the way, and there's actually a switch there, so even then though that we can't do anything in here, but either way though, we can, assumably, we can able to actually just, you know, just trying to able to actually get to that point, so hopefully we'll make our way during time. Alright, right here, the switch will actually deactivate the blocks. This one might be tougher. Wow, we did miss few of those treasures for this point now, guys. Just wonderful. I did not expect it to actually just know something about how the fact that I accidentally managed to able to actually tap the right button and all that stuff. But even then, no, that's as far as usually as far as we'll go there. So, hi. I'm doing so bad when it comes to able to grinding for more treasure chests though, because even then, I know exactly what they are, but there's gonna be some plenty of times though I generally go screwed over in some parts, mainly due to the actual, well, it's not so confusing to be able to find those, but it's actually getting into it, which actually makes it a little bit difficult, because, you know, you have to rely on the forms of Kirby's stomach, as far as I've mentioned this before. But I digress. So let's go all the way down here, and we ended up in the forms of the actual, a secret laboratory, base, in the forms of the actual underwater laboratory, which is kind of odd to actually have it on here. But anyways, though, it's kind of like the ones in the forms of, Ocean Base from Sonic Advance 3, and also by the forms of, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 Aquatic Base level, which, you know, you guys should already know the drill. And by the way, you know that we've got ourselves a beam ability, that, or in this case, since we've still got ourselves our beam. Apparently though, with the forms of, since we are actually, exploring for the actual metallical, locations, by the forms of the actual, like, Battleship Fortress or something like that, well, you know, next thing you notice is the fact that we could potentially, get these little, beam, and tracks to the actual metal, you know, tiles. So even though that's something's worth mentioning for this throughout. So, yeah, you get the idea. Okay, if you approach to the far left, then you get yourselves the, well, the second treasure chest, whilst I did actually miss the first one. So, technically, I've got the first treasure chest, though, so... Again, I will come back for the next treasure chest, though, after this level's done. But even then, I might as well say that much, so... Alright, so, right off the bat, though, we're actually gonna get ourselves the silver chest, and once we obtain that... There's no Squeak Squad around here, other than being we have to figure out the door lap with. See, even then though, if you go onto the 3rd floor and approach the door on the right, then you would immediately finish the level. So, not that challenging, not that difficult to navigate through, but if you have a first time playing this game though, you don't know exactly where the door's gonna lead you to, which even then I suggest you look up in our video to be able to look that up, so... Anyways, another copy ability scroll, and also the secret key to be able to actually unlock the secret level. So, yeah, not bad. And, actually, no matter what, though, I'm probably not gonna jump cut for this part right there, because I know the destination to get to the 3rd and final treasure chest is not that far from here, though. Other than being we have to traverse through everything, though, which even then, though, that makes a little bit more some consumption. So even then, though, that this part right there wasn't nearly as long, so... Hopefully we'll try this again, and even then, once we're able to actually approach into the next room, after when I've obtained the treasure chest to begin with, then, you know, there we go. Hui. That can seriously take a little bit of while to able to actually get that treasure chest from the start, though, just for this matter, though, but even then, you can get the idea. So, yeah, that's what I can really think about for this level, though. So, it's gonna be a lot of, underwater segments in the forms of this world in particular, as far as you already know, something like this. So, yet again, I'll meet you guys back in the forms at the very end of the level, and we can able to jump into the next level, so I'll meet you guys back. Alright, we ended up back in here now, so even though I did get hit several times on off screen, and once again I've managed to obtain the already collected silver treasure chest, just so I thought that I can able to get more health and all that. And also we've got ourselves the a new spray paint, which is almost like a bluish type of color like this, but even then, no, that's as far as I think it was. So, level 7.5. In this, though, is going to be involved around wheel for the entire time, so let's see how this goes, hey? And, you know, this might actually be the only treasure chest located in this level, so it's just right onto that platform over there, so yeah, not too shabby, but as you can tell right there, I accidentally managed to mess things up right over there because, yeah, I was way too slow here, so... But even then, though, still, this level's very, very short, though. But, despite the fact I haven't got any of them. Any of the treasures, though, at least. So, I guess we'll just come back from here. In fact, yeah, that's what I could really think about it, though. So, and then once we've able to obtain a treasure chest from that level, then we can hit into the secret level afterwards, so... Let's try this again for a second attempt, and thankfully though, we don't have to get the wheel ability right from the start though, so... Alright, so... I messed it up. Okay. Hopefully we can able to make our way there, come on! You are kidding me! Okay then, 3rd time's a charm then. Well, at least as far as the actual 3rd attempt on this particular treasure chest. This treasure can be tricky to obtain though, because you need to able to be absolute perfect on this. Because if you mess things up, then you're probably not going to obtain that. And there's no way you can able to go ahead and backtrack for a little bit, because you only have like, you know, 1 attempt to do this. So, Yeah, but there we go, problem solved, so we don't have to worry about that anymore, so... But on the plus side though, we got ourselves the, a chocolate, spray paint, so... Quite delicious though, but bad for the health, habitat though. Alright, secret level, here we go. So even then though, let's just see how this, level is gonna plays out to be like with this. And, I think, kind of thinking about it though, this might actually be the last secret level in the entire game, and as a result, you know that key that we've already obtained through from the forms of the any other levels ago? Well, we're pretty much done with the forms of secret keys. So even then though, that's something's worth mentioning for that part, so... Yeah, let's go ahead and just obtain those 1-ups in case if there's something goes wrong with me. And plus, it's been a long while since I actually obtained the 1-ups in this game, because again, you don't get as nearly enough 1-ups in this game, unlike in the previous Kirby games, kind of thing about it. But anyways, let's take down this golden Waddle Dee, and able to obtain a treasure chest that way. And, yeah, because you need to able to hit the switch from the top, because even then, that way you can able to kill the Waddle Dee that way. So, if you push the door onto the right there, then you get yourselves a treasure chest. So, and the third and final one is very simple, is we need to able to fly all the way up before, you know, Stero Mouse was trying to actually go after it. So, again, very easy, very simple, straightforward level there. Seriously, how many levels in this game can go ridiculously short as it is? Anyways, we got another part of the secret map, and also the jigsaw puzzle piece, and finally we got ourselves a Fantility Heart. So, we've only got one more piece of the Fantility Heart left before our health extension will be fully completed in time. Alright, so let's take on the boss in the forms of Secret Sea. You guys should probably already know what this next boss is going to be. It's definitely forms of Mennonite. So, in fact, you can now actually attack him by the forms of any other copy abilities now. Just like in the forms of, you know, in the Amazing Mirror. But except the fact the matter is, though, is the fact that we're now going to be taking on him in the forms of the secret laboratory base. So even then, though, that, it's a very pleasant surprise there. But even then, though, that, it seems more accurately, we're going to be blasting off to space. As you can tell from the background. Just like in the forms of how it does it in, well, obviously Kirby Superstar or something like that, except there's no sunset setting, which even then, though, that might be seems a little bit too much of its cryptic moments. In fact, this particular incarnation of Mennonite boss fight is actually way easier than the likes of how it does it in the forms of the Amazing Mirror counterparts, because you know how the fact that we actually going to be fighting against with Dark Mennonite twice, then it just makes it incredibly difficult to trying to able to deal with, but I digress. So that concludes Mennonite and also the Secret Sea world. Mennonite has been defeated. The chest holding the strawberry shortcake is at hand. Kirby approaches the chest to rescue his delicious snack. It's the Squeaks! They followed Kirby! And now they're stealing the treasure chest. Without hassling, the Squeaks open the chest. Oh, Kirby's cake. But there's no cake in the chest, only a dark, eerie cloud of smoke. The smoke sorry, I apologize for that word there. The squeaks and disappears into space. How awful! At this rate, the strawberry shortcake will be lost forever. Kirby must find the cake and solve the mystery of the creepy smoke. And so, he departs for the stars. Which actually leads us to the true final world in the game, and that's the forms of World 8, which, at this point, I probably should save things up until in the next video though, so even then, yeah, that's what I can really think about with the forms of, Secret Sea. It's actually a slightly shorter of the world, but even then, I have no issues with that, whatsoever, despite with these, several mistakes with the forms of treasure chest in mind. So, yeah, with that being said, folks, we have to end things off here, so join me next time, but let's play Kirby Mouse Attack, / Kirby Squeak Squad for North America. Is the fact that we're going to be hit on to the final world in the game, which ironically I know is usually calls it Gamble Galaxy. It's a bit of a weird name, so see you guys then. Later, fellas.